Hi everybody, it's time for another Simple Tools with Denise. Today I'm going to show you two techniques for getting back tongue movement. I got these techniques off of Char Boshart's website, but I thought it would be helpful to actually show what she describes. That way you could show parents and you could show children who could actually do this on themselves. Okay, so she talks about this mostly for getting K and G, those back tongue movements that can be really tricky, and sometimes you get second, even third graders who still don't have that K and G sound, which I do have one of those, and I tried this with him, so we're going to talk about him in a minute. But one of the things Char says is that not every child perceives intraoral sensations, or sensations inside the mouth, the same way, and not all their perceptions are what we would call normal. And some otherwise normally developing children really don't have that good sensation inside their mouth. A particular client I'm thinking of, he showed me very evidently just by the way he had trouble holding still and the way he pulled back if I tried to touch his face that he didn't even perceive sensations, what we would call normally, externally. But this third grader, no K, no G, which is pretty late. And also no R. I wasn't too worried about that because R is a little bit later. But anyway, I thought I'd try this because nothing else is working. And what you need are this spray. It's sugar-free. You can get them sugar-free. Just spray your toothette here. Char says only use the pink ones. I've never bought the blue ones, but she says they're super scratchy. What you're going to do here is you're going to push down on the front of the tongue with moderate pressure. Then move back a little bit. And do the same thing and just work your way to the back of the tongue. And you want to spend more time back here in this area where the K and G happen, and Char says if you can even go further back in the pharyngeal area, if the child can tolerate it, then do that. So that's what you're going to do with the toothette. Now, the tongue depressor, same thing, just spray it, and then you're going to go straight to the back here. Oh, forgot. You've got to make sure their tongue is inside the circle of their bottom teeth. Okay, it cannot be sticking out, so make sure that is inside. Then go straight to the back here, and not so far back that you trigger the gag reflex, but back here, and you're going to push down with moderate pressure, again, hold, and ask the child to push up and resist this pressure for a couple seconds. And then you're just going to do it again. And so both of these techniques you want to do several times, like 5 or 10 times each. So back to my story about the client I have, the third grader without any K and G. So after I did this, he got an R first, which is also a back tongue movement. And then, like the next session, he started saying a K. But like Char says, this is not a poof magic technique. All of a sudden they have it. You might have to do it several times, and that's the case with this client because his R is still very context dependent and still very come and go, not real control over it. And it's the same thing with the K. He doesn't have really great control. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. So I'm going to keep on doing this till he gets really good control. But I really believe if I hadn't started this, I would still be trying to get a K sound, and I wouldn't have an R sound yet. So I hope you try it with those clients who are having trouble with back tongue movement. Talk to you later.